Hello, I'm Czardus. Grab some coffee, sit back, and chill as we build in Jurassic World Evolution 3. Welcome back to my Beginner's Guide series. This is part 2 of 3. And right now, I just got a little notification that we have overcrowding. So if we go here, let me go back. If you go to Management Views and then click on Guest Crowding, you can see it's a little bit crowded here, which is to be expected. I mean, you're right by pretty much the only viewing thing that we can get to, but also the problem that we have is the paths are not very wide. If we go to guests in research, we can see that there is a wide path here, but we cannot research that until we have 400 guests. So we need to get more guests, and in the meantime, are we doing research or an expedition? We're not. So we can go out and do an expedition. We've already done both of those. We've depleted them. We do this one, we can get a carnivore. All of these are carnivores, and oh, here's another herbivore, Gallimimus and Lystrosaurus. Let's take a look to see if either of those will work with our existing animal, which I can't remember. I don't know the substation. That is going to be annoying having that so close. But I want to come here to the genome library. Okay, Edmontosaurus. It will get rid, or it will, no, it doesn't like any of the ones that are out. These are different types though. They're not actually, I think it'll be fine with any of those. Yeah, this is just the general type. So it should be okay. So what we can do is we can go back to Expedition, and we want to come out here, and we're going to try to get fossils out here, and we want cheaper expeditions. You are going to go. Start task. Okay, so she's out to do that. We also have one more fossil here that we can do, which will allow us to get to the full, whatchamacallit? You can do that, genetic specialist. Get to the full genome for our whatever dinosaur this is called. Where are you? There you are, Edmontosaurus. So none of that, all of that talking did not answer any question in there. But really what we need to do is we need to get another attraction which will spread out some of our stuff, and this is the activity center, and you can see these different setups will have different guests. And let's check if we come down to park rating and see, none of those, actually that will not show us our guests right now. We are not making profit, so we need to get more. We've got 223 guests. I can't see more detail on what type of guests we have, but I wonder if that is in management view. Guest appeal. We can change to the different ones here, and we can make sure we've got general. We have nothing appealing for adventure guests. We have nature, luxury. Yeah, so nothing for adventure. So that is what we will want to get. Unfortunately, I think adventure, I would guess, is the one on the right. It's hard to tell the difference. It was nature. What were they? Let's double check here. General, adventure, and nature. Oh, and luxury. So if we're in here, oh, wrong button. Attractions here. The one on the right is luxury. So adventure, if we do this one here, that will be an adventure thing. So we're going to put that, we'll go ahead and put our first activity center right next to the main entrance. So if we put that here, we'll clip a little bit, and it needs a path. It also costs a lot of money to build it, but hopefully we will not go bankrupt while we're doing this. Well, let's bring a path out front, and then bring that over like that, and then it's still not connected, so we need to just go like that, and then we can kind of made this weird, so we'll go like that. There we go, and contracts are available. Let's see what contracts we've got coming in. We have park rating increased to 1 star. I think that might be easiest because we're pretty close to that. We're at 0.6 right now, and that's going to increase appeal. Research available, medium amenities. I don't think I want to do that one. I'm more interested in this, but we don't have the guests. Yeah. Wide path. I really want to get that. Oh, okay. It's set up now. It should be queued. And as soon as we get that, we should be able to research it. But we're going to go ahead, and we're about to have our expedition come back. There we go. And no cash. That's alright. You can get all of these fossils at once. Get you on that right away. And yep, beautiful. And I think we'll go ahead and go on another expedition, although that was just the Lystrosaurus. So what I want to do, actually, we'll go ahead and start researching. These are the same ones here, so that would be better, because if we go here, then we might be able to get a full genome on that, and that would be really good. So the next thing we want to do then is start thinking then, if we're going to get a carnivore next. So let's go ahead and start building our enclosure. We want the viewing gallery, and we're going to put that over here. Actually, I want it to be close to the hotel, so let's put that here. And then we can come in here, enclosures. We want to have view mode of visibility. We'll just bring this all the way out here like this, and bring it back this way. And then we'll put the gate. It doesn't quite fit there. We'll put it over in between here. And then to signify that, we will come in and get our facility path and put that path like that. That should work just fine. Okay, so then this is going to be an herbivore. We know that it needs water. Everything needs water. Just put a little bit of water over there. And we can come in and we'll go ahead and put a feeder in. We want a live prey feeder. No, we'll do a carnivore feeder. And we'll just put it here. It'll be cheaper. And then we need to get a ranger post in here too. That's the gate. So we'll go ahead and put this, it has to be there so it covers the whole thing. And we can add Ranger Team 1 to that, and those as well. Okay, so we are about to get all of that. Oh, that's an expedition, I believe. So we should also have our research done. Expedition complete. Ooh, look at this. We've got a whole bunch of fossils that we can sell. We're going to do these two because they're pretty big, and actually we'll get pretty far along. We'll get that started right away. And we should be able to, we want to go back on the expedition and get these ones now. Let's go ahead and do that. We're getting more guests, so that's good. Okay, so a couple of things. First of all, we have completed some of our research and stuff, but also I went into Sandbot settings and I changed the day-night cycle to 10 minutes because I don't know about you, but I was getting tired of the night. It was too dark. We'll leave it at 10, and if we need to, we can change that, and you can turn it completely off of day-night cycle and just have it be day. If that's a way you want it to do, then let me know, and any future videos I do of this will be in that way. I wanted to click on control map. Fossils. So we have a, first of all, let's just sell all of these. Get all that money. That is good. Okay, and then come in here, and we want to, we are at a viable genome for this dinosaur, but I want to try to get more. We've got 5 out of 10. We can only do that. Let's go ahead and begin that and have you work on it as fast as you can. We don't want to build more. That is extracting, and the expedition team is available, but there aren't any more ones for that specific dinosaur. So we will wait for that. And the next thing I want to do, I want to go in here to research, and I want to go to operations, and we're going to research the staff center, because that will allow us to do to train our scientists to get up to higher levels. So right now we're going to have 2V work on that for $70,000, and of course that'll take some time, but it will be worthwhile. By the way, we are now making a profit, 59,000 per minute, so that is really good to know. We're getting more guests, and hopefully once we get another dinosaur in, which should be soon, hopefully we will get even more guests, as like this small hotel will become even more popular, and because we'll have 2 different dinosaurs within view, and that will be good to get us going. Okay, and that staff center is done being researched, and we also finished our fossil extraction. Let's get a little bit more going here. And once that's done, we should be ready to synthesize that. But I do want to come in here and get a staff center. And do we have space here? It looks like we will. We put this right in here. It should be a nice little spot for them. And we can now come in here and we could research that, or we could come in here and anybody who is not busy. Yuke is pretty busy right now. He is in a task. So Bercia could be set to train. He's good at welfare. Let's go ahead and get that. We get points for that. Looks like we only get 1 point. So when we come in, let's do Dalal. I want her to be better at logistics. I think, no, I want to get her better. So we'll confirm that, because I want her to be able to do more expedition, and eventually we're going to get more available. So speaking of more expedition sites, if you go into research and then go to dig sites, then you can unlock more things. You can see right now we just have this one, discovered herbivores, and this one is carnivores, and we can do other things like medium carnivores. I think we will stick to, actually, let's do one of these maybe. Dig sites 3. Oh, let's go right to herbivores. We're just going, oh, look at that tiny herbivores. We'll do this one. So this is going to be research. Actually, what do we need? We need logistics and science. So Perender can do that one. 100,000 for that. But again, we are making profit, so that should be fine. Okay, so we unlocked some more dig sites. So now when we go to our expedition map, you can see we've got more herbivore sites. Parasaurolophus. That's the same as this one. We'll go ahead and send Dalal out there and start working on that as we are getting more fossils done. There we are. Few fossils. We've got one more. I don't think we'll worry about that. That would complete that genome, but for now, I just want to synthesize. And we want to do... Actually, we're almost at... we've got 70% of this one. We'll go ahead and do this one and begin the task. We'll put Yuka on that. And as soon as we've got those eggs, we will actually come in here. We need males. Nope. We need 3 of them. And also double check this. They will get along with the other ones. Beautiful. So very soon. Few replacement contracts. Why would I want to do that? I don't want to replace. I want to have 400. Yeah, sure. This will permanently abandon the active one. What was the active one again? Active one is the park rating, which we're not going to get to. Did not end up making that. Just a few minutes short. Okay, select eggs. We have 4 here. This one is skittish, though. So skittish will make it more likely to panic. We're not going to take that one. And we will incubate the other 3 because we only need 3. Desired population is 3. Beautiful. And you can go ahead on that. Bercia? Bersha? I don't know. I'm terrible at names. But we can unpause, and that will be done relatively soon. And now it's getting dark. I still feel like it's too fast. But it's also beautiful. So that's the thing. It's beautiful to look at, but also kind of fast. Okay, our dinosaurs are ready. We're going to release via airlift, and these are herbivores, so we can go ahead and put them in here. Hopefully it won't get too crowded. And in the empty bay, we will come in here and we will work on our carnivores. So pause the game for a moment. They want 5 of them. And other than that, they do not care if they have male or female, so we'll go ahead and work on that too. Okay, so release is in progress for these ones, and as soon as they're dropped off, we will take a look at what they need. And in the meantime, our synthesis over here is done. Select the eggs. They want 5, so we need to get these going right away. And actually, before we do that, let's go... we don't have the bay yet. Let's give that some time first of all. And I don't know what that person is saying. I don't really care. Somewhere in here, we've got a new dinosaur. Here it is. So, you are missing ground leaf, which may become a little bit of an issue. Tall leaf, ground leaf. Well, let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Just a tiny bit was all we needed. Too few adults, though. That will get solved very soon. Expedition complete. We'll get those and go ahead and queue up all of these fossils. Yuke, okay, so now you can see Yuke is at he's at a breaking point. So we don't want him to work on that right now. We want others to do it. And we'll go ahead and well, maybe we'll wait actually. Let's come here and we'll have Yuke rest for a little bit. He's so good at extraction that I don't want to do too much on that. Okay, now we've got an empty bay here. We want to come in and we'll get this. And we're short a scientist because Yuke is gone. So that actually what we can do, let's go up here, scientists, and we are going to give somebody a new task here. I think we will put Bercia. We will level you up on genetics. Okay, training inspiration. We got this pop-up. Big idea. We can refuse to pay them, or we can we can spend $200,000, get publicity rating, and get extra point. Beautiful, that worked out well. So now we should be able to come in here and synthesize, and you can work on that. And you need somebody to help you. We'll get all three of you working on that. Okay, and then when that's done, we'll incubate the eggs. So this one now, how is our hotel? Visible dinosaur, there's still only 3, but there's more dinosaurs. And we've got space, I presume. Area, yeah, there's plenty of area in there. We can fit more of these little ones wherever they went. That's a flower. Ah, daytime again. Very good. Right, here's a little one. They have plenty of area. So we can get more adults in here. Cohabitation discomfort. That's one thing to pay attention to. And double check here. Yeah, no, they can get more. Okay, so we're going to do more incubating. Ready for incubation. We'll go ahead and get 5 here. That's beautiful. Gotta get... How many do we have on that now? It's all welfare. Okay, so we can put 1 on you. Can get these ones going too, I believe. Nope, we don't have enough scientists for that. Okay, and we're going to get a new contract. We'll go ahead with popular, and that one completed immediately. Beautiful. And, by the way, we can go in here and research this wide path now. And that guy's done, it looks like, with his rest. Was he the one resting? Sometimes it is hard to remember. Yeah, he was the... No, Yuke is resting. And Yuke is still resting for another 30 seconds of game time, which when you speed up the simulation, it goes faster. And our rating is now... Where is the park rating? Right here. It looks like it is 1 star. So that is good. Appeal is getting higher. We've got dinosaurs, not the substation. Okay, not ready yet. Okay, these ones are ready. So we're going to get more incubating. And these ones can be released immediately over to here. 5 over there, and hopefully that will be good. Research complete. Our wide paths are done. So if we come in here, we can now change this to medium width, and we can do replace. You can see that is going to make our paths a little bit wider. I want all of our main path to be that way. We've got some more eggs ready for release. That's the wrong path, but the downside is that even our facility paths are not really working the way I wanted them to, because it's just the way it is. Oh no, I clicked the wrong thing. So now you can see when you release this way, they come out like that. And I'll show you what to do when you do it this way. These are the really tiny ones, so they're not going to be very easy to find. But if we come out here, we can pause for a moment, and we want to click on transport. The problem is they have to be tranquilized first. So what we're going to do is we will come to these guys. Is it them? I think the Rangers can do it. And the Rangers, where did we put the Rangers? Staff Center, Expedition, Mobile Vet. Come on, where are my Rangers? Ranger Team, here we go. Ranger Team 1. Add task. Oh no, they won't do it. Okay, it is the medical one then. Maybe. I think it's the capture team, actually. We're going to come in here and I want to add a task. So you're going to come over here. Yep, it's the capture team. You're going to tranquilize all 4 of those. Once they're tranquilized, we can do the transport and they can get moved over here. But we should have some over here by now. Oh, Choose a contract. Okay. We want to... Don't want to have fights. Okay, this one, you have a limit on there. I think we'll work on... let's refresh. Operational viewing platform. No, let's do popular. 550 guests. I think we will get that relatively soon. Let's come in here and go to... Where do we have our animals? Dinosaur visibility. Here's one. Okay, comfort issue. Missing arid. Alright, arid and barren. You want arid soil. Very good. All of that has arid. That. Okie dokie. Now you want some pasture. All of that is barren. Let's do East Asian brushland for your pasture. That actually gets us about where we want it. Yeah, so that should work pretty well, actually. They should be happy. This needs maintenance. Alright, well, somebody should go and maintain that. But in the meantime, how are there? They are working on tranquilizing. And we can work on transporting. This one over to here. This one over to here. And so on. Okay, so now these dinosaurs are happy. And looking at them, we can see the security rating is 1, which when you're building your enclosures, you're doing your fences, you can see we've got security fence of 2 around here, and the dinosaurs on the inside are level 1. Here, we have some pretty big herbivores here. Level 3. They can break these fences, and that is a little bit of a concern if we ever have them get unhappy. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Now, we've got some buildings that need maintenance, and part of the issue is that we've got a maintenance post way over here. All of those buildings are too far away from our nearest maintenance post. So we'll go ahead and put one over here. And then we need to assign a team to that. Maintenance team 2 does not have any task. So we'll go ahead and put them on that. They've got some work to do now. And we have a lot of guests now. We should be getting pretty high. This small hotel is very good with happy, or like people are happy about that. Let's come in here, and I believe we don't have any... Oh, we do have fossils that can be extracted really quick. Uke can do that, and then we will be able to get another dinosaur out. So I wanted to take a moment here. In the management screen, you can go to economy here, and it will give you more detail. You can see the total appeal is pretty good. Appeal is going up. We've got 17 dinosaurs visible. We only have 3 out of 15 of our species target. And then we also have an entertainment attraction, which boosts that appeal as well. You can see we start with 507. We lose 59 because we don't have enough different species. And then we get a boost of 100 from that. So it would be easy to get that appeal up over 550 by just adding another attraction, which, you know, we're going to do that really quick because we've got this contract. And so our, let's get the innovation center. I'll go back to that economy thing in just a little bit. If we put this here, it'll be another major attraction. So we've got our little pond there, and then we've got this information center, whatever it's called, here, and we're going to go right along like this, bring that around, and hopefully we can get... Nope, that is a very big curve. I don't want the big... I do want a nice curve around it, though. So, unfortunately, all this snapping, I wish that it did not snap all the time, but it is just going to do it. And we're going to have this path is just going to be kind of not as appealing of a design as I would have hoped, but it will get the job done. And it goes all the way around. So that is that. That's all connected. I think all of those are connected. And we need a substation over here to help power this. We'll go ahead and put that. We'll put it over here. Kind of try to hide it back a little bit. Get it close enough. You can see this icon here is changing as we're too far away and then close enough. So we'll get that right here. And then we should have a power line over here. There we go. That will work. Okay, and that should immediately increase our appeal. And part of that will have been paid for by our contract. There we go. Okay, so now back in the economy screen. You can also see here the guest count and the ticket sales that you're getting. And then your capacity of your paths is the red line, and the guest count is going up. As you get over that, you will have penalties and stuff like that. Then down here, guest comfort, you can see that we have really good ratings. They are starting to have to walk a bit of a long way, and so the transportation rating is not 100%. Then here you've got guest approval. Everybody's happy with what we're doing. And here you can see the demographic split. We don't have a lot of thrill seekers. We have a lot of nature seekers and luxury. So that is good. Finances, you can see more detail here as well. You can see where the income is coming from and where your expenses are going. So you do have quite a bit of detail on some of that. And back in the park details, you can see we've got good coverage for the amenities. So I'm not going to worry too much. They are not super satisfied, but that's okay. I don't want to have too many things here. We can do a thoroughfare path, but we don't have enough skill for that yet. So to get more skill, of course, you just upgrade your scientists, and we are making much better money. I'm very happy with that. Let's see, do we have any dinosaurs we haven't done yet? No, we have these already. Yeah, we've got some of each of those, so I think we're ready to do some other expeditions. Let's go ahead and let's do, what do we have? Iguanodon might be good. No, we want the expedition person to go. There we go. And I also want to come into research, and I want to get a better fence. So if we come here, we can get medium electrified fences, because I'm a little concerned that we have a dinosaur with a rating of 3 in here and our fence is only 2. So we're going to work on that now. Okay, and we've also, in the meantime, gotten another dinosaur with a viable genome. It's not great, but it will work. We can go ahead and come in here and we'll put Bersia on that, and Yuke as well. Actually, Yuke can do it by himself. And that will get us some more, another dinosaur. That's another herbivore, so we're going to put it over in here. Now, is this within our maintenance range? So to check that, we're going to slow down the game. And we'll come in here and go to Ranger Patrols, Maintenance there. Nope, that is out of the range. So what we can do is we can come over to our maintenance team. Just add a task and they can go over there and inspect that. And we could add another maintenance post in here. Would probably be the best way to do this. Put that right there, and then we'll go ahead and add maintenance team 2 to that. Alright, and now these eggs are ready. Get all 3. They want 4 in their population. But let's go ahead and get these 3 going. And in the empty bay, we'll get some more researched or whatever. Synthesized. Gotta get the words right. And we've got a lot going on. Alright, that first synthesis is done. We can go ahead and... or no, the second synthesis. And we can go ahead and get all of these going. Our scientist is too busy. We have to wait for this one to be done, and then we can do it. In the meantime, the expedition is done, and we can come in and we can sell a couple of fossils, and we can get all of these going. Beautiful. And Yuke, why don't you work on that? Actually, Tuvi and Yuke. Just, nope, you're not. You're research. There we go. Just do that. All right, now, that is still not ready. Okay, so the incubation is done. We can get these ones incubating. Can work on that. And then these ones can be released. And again, they are herbivores, so we will go ahead and put them in here. And then as soon as the other ones are done, they can come in here too. We might have to make the area bigger at some point, but for now, it should be good. And did we get our research of that enclosure? We did. Okay, so we should be able to come in here now, and I want to do medium electrified fence, set to replace, and then you can just come right in here. And technically, while it is under construction, they are free to go out, but it won't be a big deal. I mean, somebody might come and tranquilize them quick. Yep. No, that's a transport. Can't do a better gate, so that becomes a weak point in our fence, but that's okay. So as soon as that fence is all done, we should be fine. And if you're replacing the fence for a carnivore, then you might want to be a little bit more careful. Not quite ready there. Yeah, so we've got 8 dinosaurs that are technically escaped, and they're a danger to the guests. And what we could do is we could go over to our emergency shelter and tell our guests to go in there, and they would be safe from that. Oh, we do have one out here. Yep, we're gonna have to do something about that. Where's our capture team? Capture team. Tranquilize this one. That should be the only one that escaped. And technically it is saying that all of them are still a danger, which is annoying because they are not a danger anymore. This one, yeah, people are screaming and running away. That's okay, but it is ready to be transferred. Transport back in there. And then the capture team, actually all of these are fine now. So all the people who ran away, they've run over this way. They're running into the science center, but they're fine. And in the meantime, we're getting more animals in here, or dinosaurs. Okay, so you are missing ground nuts. Okay, let's find, what do we have? Ground nut. You want some of that. We'll add a little bit there. That should be fine. And just double check that the rest of them are still happy and have what they need. So yeah, too few adults, but that should... We've got eggs here. We can go ahead and release them via airlift over in here. And then they should come in there just fine. That viewing gallery is very good. The hotel is very good. I'm very happy. All right, and now these dinosaurs are happy too, because there are enough adults in there. And we're making lots of profit. You can see we got a nice little notification there. But that is where we're going to leave it for today. I hope you have found this series useful so far. Oh, new contract. Sure, I will go ahead and do disease free. That'll be the easiest. But anyway, thanks for watching. Go ahead and click on the video on the screen. It should be the next episode in this beginner's guide if it is available. If not, it'll be a different video that you will enjoy. Thanks for watching again, and I will catch you next time. Take care.